As we prepare for prayer this afternoon, I wish to ask you, before we start in that manner, to acknowledge the space that we are in and the name that is present on the doors of this auditorium. And I ask you to acknowledge a brief moment of silence as we recognize the late Eileen Parsons. Let us pray. All-powerful and all-knowing God, we come before you this afternoon giving you thanks. Thanks for the day that you have allowed us to experience in this space. We ask you to continue to allow us to appreciate the significance of this moment and this time as we recognize 35 years of service and ministry to this territory as a tertiary education institution. May we, in this moment, acknowledge the years that have passed, as well as recognizing that there is so much more that can be achieved as this institution moves onward and transitions into a different time and a different era. May we take with that responsibility the presence and the knowledge of knowing that you will guide us in everything that we do, in everything we say, in everything that we undertake, and that you will allow us to continue to be the institution of first preference in this territory. May we recognize this opportunity for what it is. May we be careful stewards of what it has the potential to become. And may we always endeavor to have you in the conversation as we plan the way ahead. We ask all of this through your Son, our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Out of the husk of history's pain, our ancestors bled and died, but with strength and with power we overcame to restore Virgin Islands' pride, to preserve the beauty we devised a plan, to retain ownership of your precious land. Educating your people is the golden key to maintain the success of this territory. Oh, how radiant are your daughters, and how wealthy are your sons. Your beaches boast your beauty, and your success is second to none. Green and brilliant, all your hillsides that replenish our hopes and pride. Oh, beautiful Virgin Islands, your qualities can never be denied. Oh, beautiful
Janellis. That's her name. Give her another round of applause. Wow. You may be seated. Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, Honorable Shari B. DeCastro, Board of Governors of the H. Lavity Stout Community College, President of the H. Lavity Stout Community College, Dr. Richard Georges, Vice President of Policy and Administration, Dr. Vanterpool Baptiste, Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Ronald Brunton, members of the President's Cabinet, faculty and staff of HLSCC, and students of H. Lavity Stout Community College, and all other invited guests. Good afternoon. It is my privilege to welcome you to the college's Fall 2025 Convocation, celebrated under the theme, The Dream of a Visionary. This college proudly bears the name of the Honorable Hamilton Lavity Stout, the Virgin Islands' first Chief Minister, whose dream of accessible and quality education gave birth to this institution. He understood that education is not a privilege for few, but a right that should be within the reach of every Virgin Islander and everyone who chooses the Virgin Islands as their home. It was his conviction that through education, our people would gain the confidence, skills, and vision to shape their own destiny. Today, we celebrate not only the beginning of a new academic journey for our incoming students, but we also celebrate the 35th anniversary of this college, a milestone that reflects decades of growth, resilience, and service to this territory. But it all began with the dream of a visionary. For 35 years, this college has opened its doors to learners of every age, providing opportunities for advancement, nurturing leaders, and serving as a pillar of national development. Generations of graduates have walked across this very stage and others, and go on to strengthen our workforce, expand our industries, and enrich our culture. This convocation is not just another ceremony. It is a reminder for all of us that education transforms lives, strengthens communities, and keeps alive the vision of those who believed in a brighter Virgin Islands. It also serves as an invitation to our new students to step into this legacy with courage and commitment, to embrace challenges and possibilities, and to recognize that they too are part of carrying forward the dream of a visionary. At this time, I invite Dr. Ronald Brunton, Vice President for Academic Affairs, to offer the official welcome. Dr. Brunton.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, good evening, good afternoon. All right, apologies for that. Colleagues, students, and friends of H. Lavity Stout Community College, while I stand on the protocol that has been so ably established by our chair, I would like to especially welcome the Minister of Education, Youth Affairs, and Sports, the Honorable Shari DeCastro, Chief Education Officer, Ms. Olandette Crabb, senior executives and other leaders of the Ministry of Education, past board members, and possibly past presidents of the college, President of the H. Lavity Stout Community College, Dr. Richard Georges, staff and faculty of HLSCC, and most importantly, you, our students, new and returning. Welcome. It is truly an honor and a joy to welcome you to this new academic year. Convocation is always a special moment, a chance to gather as one community to celebrate our shared mission, and to embrace the opportunities that lie before us. As we embark on this new journey together, I want to express my sincere appreciation to all members of staff and faculty for your dedication, your diligence, and your commitment to our students' success. To all new and returning students, welcome to the beginning of a new academic year. Exciting opportunities await you here at HLSCC. We are committed to providing a supportive and stimulating learning environment where you can flourish and achieve your goals. I encourage you to take advantage of the many resources and the guidance offered to you by our highly qualified faculty and staff. This institution was founded with your success in mind. Today, we celebrate not only the start of a new academic year, but also the spirit that keeps us moving forward together, hinged on this year's theme, the dream of a visionary. Today is not only a start, it is a spark, a flame in the dark, a chance to leave our mark. We gather in unity, strength, and pride to honor a dream that still lives inside. More than 3 decades ago, a leader saw a future grow. H. Lavity Stout, with vision so true, imagined a college for me, for you. Not just bricks, not just walls, but doors flung open, horizons tall. A place where talent could be refined, where knowledge could free both heart and mind. That dream still breathes, it beats, it flows in every student whose confidence grows, in every graduate who takes their stand, in every faculty with chalk or mouse in hand. His dream was never static, never confined. It was innovative, dynamic, and aligned. But to keep the dream alive, we need 4 keys: positive energy, discipline, innovation, and diversity. Positive energy is the fire in the storm. It keeps us steady. It keeps us warm. It fuels our teamwork, lights our way, turns hard nights into brighter days. Discipline turns the dream into real. It's the action, the muscle, the iron will. Stout didn't just dream, he made it true. With courage, persistence, so we must too. Innovation pushes the vision ahead, new ideas rising, fresh paths we thread. It's creativity sparked, it's courage to try, to build something better, to reach for the sky. Diversity is beauty, a vibrant song. So many cultures, yet all belong. Our strength is our difference, our voices combine, a richer community, a brighter design. But wait, there's a shadow we must fight. Negative energy creeps in at night. Stress, frustration, whispers of doubt, but we decide what we're all about. We rise above when we choose encouragement over critique, seek solutions, not defeat. Lift each other when the climb is steep, and remember, one positive act can shift the beat. This year we mark 35 years strong, a beacon of learning that's lasted this long. 35 years of progress, pride, of carrying Stout's vision side by side. So let's guard our energy, let's stand tall. Let's lift each other, one and all. Focused, disciplined, diverse, and true, building a college both strong and new. Our students step into a changing world, technology rising, new futures unfold. It is our task to prepare, to guide, with vision and courage right at their side. So let us anchor in Stout's dream, turn his vision into a living stream. In every class, each service, each plan, let us do all that we can. Because we radiate energy bright, students feel hope, colleagues feel light. And the whole territory, far and near, feels the heartbeat of progress clear. Together, we're not just staff or peers. We're builders of progress, pioneers. Each lecture taught, each step we take, writes a new page in the history that we make. So as this year unfolds in glory, let us live out the visionary's story with courage, discipline, diversity true, positive energy, and innovation too. Thank you, and let's move boldly, hand in hand, turning the dream of a visionary into reality across this land. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Brunton. So, you know I'm a teacher, right? And teachers like to give tests. So Dr. Brunton said there were 4 keys to keeping the dream alive. What are those 4 keys? Positive energy. That's 1 out of 4, 25%. Discipline, 50%. Diversity and... All right, somebody got all right. Give yourselves a hand. Thank you. It is now my pleasure to invite to the podium our Minister for Education, Youth Affairs and Sports, who is also a proud alumna of this institution, the Honorable Shari B. DeCastro, to bring remarks. Honorable.
Good afternoon, everyone. You could give me a little more energy than that. Give me some Stingray energy. Good afternoon, everyone. That sounds a lot better. I acknowledge, of course, the Board of Governors, the President, faculty and staff, Chief Education Officer, students, families, well-wishers here this afternoon. Standing here today as both Minister for Education and a proud alumna of H. Lavely Stout Community College, I am truly, truly humbled. This institution is not just a place of learning. It is a lens, one that sharpens our vision, expands our horizons, and allows us to see further than we thought possible. And as we gather under the theme, The Dream of a Visionary, I am reminded that every great dream requires clarity of sight, and every clear vision requires investment, courage, and commitment. When I reflect on our journey, I see how steadily we have been building on the dream. In 2024, the college received a base subvention of $9,018,400. But because the vision was expanding, we invested an additional $900,000 last year, bringing the total to $9,918,400. That mandate was clear. We were to go full steam ahead in expanding opportunities in education. This included beginning the pursuit of accreditation for 4-year bachelor's degrees right here on island, starting with education. It also included building the momentum in robotics, coding, and programming, first introduced in our secondary schools, so that HLSCC could carry this vision forward. Additionally, the reintroduction of CAPE was a significant step, creating additional pathways to higher education. The funding also supported the recruitment of additional staff in strategic areas such as education and computer science, as well as a fully funded certificate program in both for educators, through the Institute of Education, including the certificate in teaching, certificate in leadership, and additional professional development opportunities to strengthen the Institute of Education. Already, we are seeing results. The Robotics Club has launched. I know the IT curriculum is set to be reviewed and restructured. Classroom spaces will be redesigned, and additional staff are being hired to support this next wave of innovation. This is what it looks like when vision comes into focus, when a bold idea is translated into action. And I want to announce here today that in 2025, we sharpened that focus even more. The college began the year with a base budget of $9,618,300. But just a few months ago, through a supplementary appropriation, I lobbied for additional funding in the amount of $1,315,000, and I would like to announce that it was granted. This brings HLSCC's total funding for 2025 to $10,933,300. Every dollar of that additional support is an investment in the dream of a visionary, an investment in you, and an investment in our territory. That investment is taking shape in very tangible ways. First, a brand new student information system, something the college has not had updated in over 2 decades. This system, yes, Richard lobbied for that, so he's clapping really hard. It's a huge investment, but it's a necessary investment. This system will transform the way you as students engage with the college, from registration to academic progress tracking, aligning HLSCC with modern expectations, and preparing it for the future. Second, I'm really excited about this one. We are funding the designs for a dormitory. Student accommodation is essential if this college is to expand its reach, welcome students from across our islands and the region, and truly live out its vision of growth. The dream of a visionary must always include space for others, and dormitories will open doors for more students to join this community. Thirdly, and dear to my heart, is access. Part of this $1.3 million is supporting scholarships across all 9 districts in the Virgin Islands. Of these, 3 are dedicated to the MPT program, the Marine Professional Training Program, preparing students for vital roles in our maritime economy. And 3 are dedicated to the NSER program, the National Center for Construction and Education Research Program, equipping students with the technical skills to build and shape our territory. This expansion of the vision is about ensuring that young people across all the 9 districts in our territory have the opportunity to pursue advanced training, earn industry-recognized certification, and step boldly into fields that drive both personal success as well as the future of the Virgin Islands. We have also taken an important step in strengthening HLSCC's ability to attract and retain talent. Effective January 1st, 2025, the college increased its average starting faculty salary bands by 35%. This is transformational. It means we can better recruit and retain the best educators, the vision keepers, who sharpen your focus and guide your journey every single day. Students, our vision is not confined to these shores. Earlier this year, the Ministry of Education and HLSCC advanced new partnerships with leading UK universities, giving you, our students, unprecedented opportunities to continue your studies abroad. For the first time, you are now able to transfer into UK universities at year 2, significantly reducing both the time and cost to complete your degree. This is huge. And this was accomplished through the signing of a memorandum of understanding with Richmond American University, London, where you can immediately transfer into any of their 35 bachelor's degree programs when you transfer. And we are mapping out additional opportunities. And I'm really excited about this one through the New Model Institute for Technology and Engineering, NMITE, whose revolutionary hands-on approach to engineering mirrors the future-focused experiential vision we are building here in the Virgin Islands. Through this pathway as well, students will be able to transfer into NMITE beginning at year 2, opening doors to programs such as their pioneering Bachelor's in Integrated Engineering and Construction. Ladies and gentlemen, together these partners expand the horizon of possibility, ensuring that your vision as students can extend seamlessly from HLSCC into the global classroom. And finally, I must speak about how we are shaping the final year of secondary school to prepare students for what lies ahead. My CEO has championed this through partnership with the president, and we're really excited to announce that the ministry, in partnership with HLSCC, has introduced the matriculation and advancement through dual enrollment, for short, the MAID program. Historically, this program now provides 4 structured pathways for dual enrollment at the college, giving secondary school students access to college-level courses, technical training, and career exploration opportunities before they even graduate high school. Through MAID, secondary school students can earn college credits, build skills in technical and marine fields, and even participate in hands-on internships with industry partners. Performance in these courses will carry greater weight in the GPA, rewarding the extra effort required for college-level work. For students, this means a stronger start to higher education, more confidence stepping into the workplace, and a head start on building the future envisioned for themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what the dream of a visionary looks like. It is not abstract, it is concrete. It is scholarships in your hands, classrooms filled with technology, faculty who are fairly compensated, dormitories rising from the ground, transfer agreements, and opportunities that begin even before you finish high school. I want to take this opportunity as I close to acknowledge the incredible leadership of HLSCC's Board of Governors. Please give them a round of applause. And of course, the college's president, Dr. Richard Georges, who was, yes, give him a round of applause. And I want to personally acknowledge him today because he was my former English lecturer while I was here at HLSCC. To stand here today as Minister for Education and see him as president of the college is profoundly meaningful to me. Both of us began our journeys as students at HLSCC, and look at where we are now. Proof of the transformative power of this institution and a testament to the dreams it nurtures. To the students here today, we are certain that you will do major things as well. I also extend heartfelt thanks to the faculty and staff whose dedication makes all of this possible. Ladies and gentlemen, as we reflect on all that has been achieved, I believe that Honorable Hamilton Lavity Stout, the visionary, would be proud of the strides we are making here at HLSCC. Yet we know there is more work to be done. As I often say, you can't get change if you give exact, but if you give more, you get change. And that is precisely what we will continue to do. Give more, invest more, and expand opportunities so that the dream of a visionary continues to inspire generations of students here in the Virgin Islands. Today, I pay tribute to his legacy, and I commit to carrying forward his vision with boldness, dedication, and unwavering purpose. Board of Governors, President, faculty, staff, students, and community, this college is proof that when vision is clear, when sight is sharpened, and when commitment is strong, the dream of a visionary becomes the reality of a generation. Thank you, and I wish you a successful academic year.
Thank you, Minister, for your steadfast leadership and commitment to ensuring that education remains a top priority in our territory. And now I invite another one of our talented HLSCC students to render a performance.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree, yeah, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. Dragonflies out in the sun, you know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun, you know what I mean. Sleep in peace when day is done, that's what I mean. In this whole world is a new world and a bold world for me. Oh, for me, yeah. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. The scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life, it's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling so good. Ooh.
That's Miss Amanda Penn. Give her another round of applause. Thank you, Amanda, for that beautiful rendition. We now come to a central moment in today's program. To deliver his address, please welcome the college's president, Dr. Richard Georges.
Thank you, Mrs. Crabb. I recognize the protocol already established. Good afternoon, everyone. I had to cross out the first two paragraphs of my speech for a couple of reasons. First, I know that the Premier, who's my colleague and good friend for many, many years, is a poet. I know my former student, the Minister of Education, is a poet. I know I am a poet. I know the Vice President of Policy Administration is a poet, but I did not know that the Vice President of Academic Affairs was a poet. So we put the A, the arts, in STEAM, Madam Minister. But I also had to cross off a few other things in my speech because I have to be honest. And I hope you all forgive me for being honest. Because, every year, we are 2-year school, right? So every year there's a cycling through of the student body, right? And I'm not trying to cast aspersions on previous classes. But I did not know, I had not yet recognized how talented the class of 2027 at HLSCC is. If y'all can give another round of applause to our two student performers. And I will admit, every year at Convocation you have, student performance. And you're not sure, so you're waiting to see how talented they are. And I could say I was blown away by both of them. Incredible stuff. Now, particularly for new students, what is Convocation? Convocation is the event that kicks off the academic year. Not orientation. Orientation, we kind of easing you into the building. Convocation, the lights are on, the lights are hot, and we're ready to go, right? You already started your classes, and it's also an opportunity for us to recognize your academic success. So the returning students will be recognized later on in the program, the deans and presidents list students. And I'm sure for our new students, we want to see you on that list next semester and next year, and every semester that you're here until graduation. When we met at orientation, I encouraged you, for your new students, to remain focused. And having just started and everything being new and different, new people you're meeting, new places you're entering into, I hope you're retaining that message because it's going to be key for your future success. And I would say it is key to making any dream a reality. The college was not envisioned in 1990. It was established in 1990. It was a very long time that the late Chief Minister H. Lavely Stout was talking about a college in the British Virgin Islands. But sometimes our dreams don't come to us in our own time. They come in the ordained time, yes? So we must remember to be patient. We must remember to hold our heads up and to keep fighting the fight despite tribulation, despite insult, despite strife, knowing that the dream that we're fighting towards is in the greater benefit for all of us. And I want you all to think about your own individual dreams, the type of temperament that you need to retain if you want to see that dream become a reality, the type of discipline you will require, the support you will require, the community you will require to make your each individual dream a reality. As we convene, we are reminded of our shared commitment to building a stronger HLSCC, one that is deeply connected to the needs of our students. because it's only through that that we'll actually start to build a stronger Virgin Islands. I would like to pause to recognize the Convocation Committee, the facilities team, and the IT department especially, and all the departments who participated in the open house. I also wish to thank the community partners and vendors for their booths in the Convocation Village. And I will pause here because you have to give Jack the jacket. Because this reimagined idea or conception of convocation is not my idea. And I would like to say now that it is the brainchild of my executive assistant, Sari Smith. I don't know where she is, she's somewhere in here. And I would like for us to recognize Sari for her vision of what convocation can be, a time where instead of it just being a ceremony in the morning, that we actually have fellowship, we have food, we have games, we learn about each other, we learn about our community, and we learn about the things that make the college great. This is our second year doing it this way, and I'm sure it will only continue to improve. So I'd like to thank the entire Stingray family, as the Chief Stingray, as Chief or Head, for making the event a success. But to get serious, this year I have a bit of a mission. I want to reorient us as a community towards the college's institutional values. And after I do that, I'll speak about our institutional priorities for 25-26. And you can get some of them based on the lovely news that we received from the Minister of Education, Stingray herself. And I have to thank her for her tireless advocacy and support for the college. I see it in the public, I see it in the closed rooms, I see her fighting for education and for the college in particular. Thank you once again, Minister. This grant of $1.3 million is undeniable proof that she and her ministry are partners in our mission and believers in our vision. This grant will fund the upgrading of our student information system, which we've been using the same system for 25 years. And we want to evolve so we can better serve not just the students, but our faculty, our staff, our administration as well, who have to be the ones behind the screen manipulating the system to get the information that we require. The grant will also support expansion of our ENSA and MPT programs and finance, very excitingly, the design of the college's very first dormitory. In the program of the day, you'll see a graphic at the top, and it's a rendering of the 2050 master plan of what we envision the college campus to look like all the way out in 2050. Again, not my idea. When I inherited this office, I went into the files, and there was a sketch of the Paraquita Bay campus by the architect John Osmond in consultation with H. Lavity Stout. Everything we see there in the 3D rendering was hand-sketched and laid out in 1989. So back then, Honorable H. Lavity Stout was dreaming of dormitories, of auditoriums, of libraries, of swimming pools, of tennis courts, of hospitality training. He envisioned what this institution can grow to become. So faculty, staff, students, let's continue to keep that in mind, that we are always putting one foot in front of the next towards the realization of this glorious vision. This financial commitment from the ministry follows the $900,000 grant she mentioned last year to support the Institute of Education, teacher training, and the development especially of STEAM at HLSCC, illustrated by our brand new Stingray Robotics Club meeting for the first time this Saturday. If you're interested, please catch Mr. Captain. Mr. Captain, raise your hand, please. You can run up on him. I didn't say bum rush or mug, but run up on him and let him get your details, scan the QR code, and sign up for the Stingray Robotics Club. I'm sure we have a few of the folks from the high school robotics team who are registered this semester. So I'm looking forward to us taking robotics to the next step at HLSCC. This grant is a declaration of faith. It's exactly the kind of support we need at the college to continue turning your dreams into reality. It helps us reorient towards what truly matters at the college. What am I going to say next? What truly matters at the college? Thank you. You see? I didn't chat GPT this article. I wrote this one, I promise. As such, I want to briefly reiterate the 8 institutional values and highlight a few which are reflected in this year's priorities. So these are things that I'll give the students a pass, but faculty and staff we should know by heart. The college's values are student-centeredness, responsiveness, respect, accountability, integrity, high standards, data-driven decisions, and cooperation. It's a lot, right? So it's eight values there. And we'll try and maybe next time around maybe we'll do fewer, maybe we'll do 5, so people can remember. But in order to ensure that the values remain at the forefront of our minds, I have now mandated that they appear on every agenda and proposal submitted to the President's cabinet moving forward, alongside our mission and vision. I want to ensure that at every decision we make, the values, mission, and vision remain centered and influence every single one of them. But allow me to briefly highlight the values which play a special role this year. Student-centeredness, because our students must be the first consideration of every decision that we make as an institution. Policies, procedures, and decisions must at all times be in the best interest of the students, not the expediency or convenience of the institution. So in other words, if a policy is not serving the best interest of a student, we have to change the policy. If a procedure of a department is not serving the best interest of a student, we have to change the procedure. Responsiveness, because the education we offer must remain up to date with the world of work. And in the age of streaming and automation, we have to ensure that simple tasks, requests, and services do not take an unreasonable time to be completed. Cooperation, because our community and college family are becoming increasingly diverse, and for the college to grow into the vision our founders had, it requires us all to work together, to embrace our roles and responsibilities, in the knowledge that we have a history of punching above our weight and making great things happen. And lastly, data-driven decisions, because it's not good enough to make decisions for the institution based on intuition or past convention. We must improve our data collection capabilities to transform decision-making into the most fair and efficient process possible. So those are the 4 values I want to focus on this year: student-centeredness, responsiveness, cooperation, and data-driven decisions. Every single year, the Board of Governors approves the college's institutional priorities for the upcoming academic year. Those priorities are 6 statements which align with the strategic plan and then filter down to cabinet, to departments, to individuals to execute activities. Simply put, they are how we make the dream become real. The first priority is learning that matters. We are committed to offering programs that are market-driven and relevant. In addition to strengthening completion rates and investing in professional development for faculty, we have decided to aim even higher, as the minister has stated. With her mandate, the college has begun the pursuit of bachelor degrees, and the Institute of Education leads the way with a proposal for a Bachelor's of Education and a graduate certificate in education. Once this is approved by the board, it will then be submitted to our accreditor, Middle States Commission on Higher Education, for approval. This will be transformational and groundbreaking facilitating the growth and development of the education sector, and tilting the access of teacher education towards the Virgin Islands. In addition to this endeavor, the Vice President of Academic Affairs, maybe he's the new poet laureate, alongside the Dean of Instruction, is facilitating an external review of the curriculum, and we anticipate the report and recommendations this semester. Priority number 2 is the student experience. We used to call this place back in the day, I won't tell you how far back in the day, Stingray City. We need students at the heart of what we do. To do this, we are embracing inclusive education, rethinking recruitment and retention, and redesigning our general education curriculum. We have also been investing in the best technology, like our AI-driven student engagement platform, Element 451, which was on display in the library today. We are near completion on a number of projects to make our beloved college a bit more comfortable and accessible, and we have many more planned, which we will announce in the coming months. Priority 3 is to build the campus we deserve. We want to position the college as a hub for research, learning, and innovation, and therefore we need facilities that befit that aim. We are taking our time systematically renovating and improving our restrooms each semester. The drainage issues at the main entrance have been addressed, with ornamental ponds still to come, and essential repairs to the main building nearing completion. We also plan to reintroduce the campus garden and recycle our gray water to irrigate it. By improving our facilities, pursuing green solutions, and strengthening partnerships, we aim to create an environment for the sort of training as well as the cultural and intellectual exchanges we all desire. As more and more partners visit us from the region and further abroad, we can entertain them in a home we are proud of. The fourth priority is embedding data. We know that good policy depends on good information, which is why we are strengthening our systems for data collection, security, and assessment, ensuring that decision makers are empowered with the tools they need. This will mean having the courage to say goodbye to the way we have done a few things in the past. For example, we'll be undergoing a redesign of our budget architecture to make sure that moving forward, our budgets are better aligned to our strategic objectives and budget holders are allowed to focus on executing their plans. The fifth priority is to future-proof. In this regard, we have adopted 2 AI platforms for cabinet officers to improve efficiency, Copilot Enterprise and ChatGPT Pro. We have implemented Element 451, our first ever student relationship manager and engagement platform. We are evolving from Moodle to Blackboard, and with the minister's help, upgrading shortly from Sonis to a platform that can manage our desire for growth and the particular challenges of our context. The future belongs, as always, to those who innovate. Our last priority this year is to become a more entrepreneurial institution. Even with the government's support, we need to do more to build a culture of innovation and sustainability. This includes expanding our high-demand workforce development programs at the RMI, at the Center for Applied Marine Studies, and our Maritime Training Department, and the Center for Professional Development. These high-demand programs have revenue potential and a dramatic impact on the local economy. This also means developing paid on-campus experiences, such as the Mangrove Boardwalk, the Heritage Center, and the Maritime History Exhibit. It means leveraging our campus and facilities for rental, and it also refers to our aspiration to raise $3.5 million in gifts for the HLSCC Foundation by 2030. These 6 priorities are ambitious, but they are not just dreams. They are calls to action. Together, they ensure that the college is more relevant, more resilient, and more responsive than ever before. Let us embrace this year with purpose and pride, knowing that each one of us is a divine instrument, and the work we are doing continues the dream of a visionary. To our students, as we prepare to leave this place, I ask that you take note of your own individual dreams, because we are here to help you make them come true. Thank you.
Come on, you can do better than that. That's the Chief Stingray. Thank you, Dr. Georges, for your visionary leadership and for giving us that call to action. The convocation is also a time to recognize and celebrate the achievements of our students. And so now at this time, I call Ms. Deborah Hodge, Director of Student Life, to present the Student Awards.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I acknowledge the protocol already established. At this time, I have the distinct honor of presenting two of the highest forms of academic recognition at our institution, the Dean's List and the President's List Awards for the Spring 2025 semester. These awards celebrate not only academic excellence, but also the dedication, leadership, and perseverance that define our student community. The recipients have gone above and beyond in their studies and contributions, and they truly embody the spirit and values of our institution. Students on the Dean's List would have earned a grade point average of 3.40 to 3.74, and students on our President's List would have earned a grade point average of 3.75 to 4.00. All part-time students on our President's List have earned a perfect 4.00 grade point average. Our part-time students would have completed 6 to 11 credits, and our full-time students would have completed 12 or more credit hours. I now invite our president to join me on the stage in giving out these awards. I'd like to invite the recipients on our Dean's and President's List to please stand. As I call your name, you will come forward, receive your certificate, and you remain standing when you return. Please stand, Presidents and Dean's List recipients. Jacoy Baptiste. Jaquil Bowens. Deandra Phillips. Nikia Vanterpool. Deontay Williams. Destiny Chapman. Michaela Hastings. Michael Jennings. Kendra Jones. Kiara Levy. Brittany Mendez. Tiana Pickering. Kenisha Richards. Kimisha. Salima Whitley. Kyra Benjamin. Kayla Briggs. Jazara Dawson. Noah Fox. Alexis Ganigan. J. Dean Martin. Alyssa Penn. Rian Ramlal. Iriana Bob. Ricaldo Shiverton. Angela Cupid. Janella Davis. Celia Ford. Jakyla Harrigan Williams. Alpha Neptune, Judith Olatunji. Thank you, President Georges. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for our Deans and President's List recipients for Spring 2025. Thank you.
Congratulations to all the awardees. I thought I heard the names of some of my teachers being called there. So a special congratulations to all the persons in the education, the program, the certificate program, and the associates program. HLSCC's story is best told through the lives of its graduates. This afternoon, we are honored to hear from one of our distinguished alumni, Mr. Sinclair Fleming Jr., owner of P3, Paper Plastic Products. Mr. Sinclair Fleming Jr. is a dynamic entrepreneur and visionary leader who has transformed P3, Paper Plastic Products, into a global player in the disposable packaging industry. Born and raised in Rotown, Tortola, BVI, Sinclair developed his passion for business early on. After completing high school in 2002 with a focus on accounting, he pursued an associate's degree in business management here at HLSCC. His journey took a bold turn when he moved to Miami to complete his bachelor's degree at Florida International University. Known for his charisma and ability to build lasting connections, Sinclair earned the nickname the Black Zach Morris while broadening his horizons and solidifying his global network. These relationships paved the way for business opportunities across China, Malaysia, Vietnam, Thailand, Colombia, and beyond. Under Sinclair's leadership, P3 has flourished, launching 2 private label brands. Eco Island, offering biodegradable disposables, and Reserve, providing high-quality stationery and equipment. Recent partnerships in Asia have fueled the company's vision of becoming a global entity. Beyond his accomplishments with P3, Sinclair is also an avid equities and digital asset investor. As CEO of Billy's Discount Supermarket and Billy's Laundromat, he continues to expand his business footprint while remaining deeply committed to community outreach and giving back. Sinclair's passion for life and business drives him to explore new markets and create impactful connections, always with a spirit of adventure and innovation. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Sinclair Fleming Jr.
Good day, everyone. Happy to be here with you. First off, I want to thank Dr. Richard Georges and faculty and team for choosing me to be the keynote speaker today at the Eileen Parsons Auditorium. For those who may not be familiar with me, my name is Sinclair Fleming, owner of P3 Paper Plastic Products, and one of our dreams is to be a global company based in the BVI from the BVI. The HLSCC has helped me to structure the building blocks that will later propel me into the person that you see in front of you now. I am so happy to be here to give props to the faculty, staff, and peers that I met at my time at HLSCC that has helped me and shaped me into the person that I am today. The HLSCC has provided me with a lot more than education. Even though the certificates are great, the networking and relationships with some of the faculty and staff has propelled me into the success that you see today. Some of them I still call them to this day. Some of the friends that I have also propelled into success in different government departments, different disciplines, and we all still work together to make sure that we can get our goals accomplished. Now that the housekeeping is out of the way, I've been to a lot of these events, and I know sometimes the speeches get a little long and they don't really solve what you came here to see. Now, one of my goals is to always pass on value. The HLSCC, especially Marva Dawson, has spoken to me about this numerous times in the past, and I want to make sure that I can leave you with some tidbits that will not just be a speech that you heard, but things you can apply to your life here at the HLSCC and out in whatever discipline you choose to get into later in life. Okay, let's jump into it. One of the first things I would like you to know is, as someone tasked to give you advice on what to do, I want to please, whether you're a returning alumni that came here to see this, or you're a new 16, 18-year-old person coming into your own, I need you to understand something. Do not implement advice that anyone gives you. I want to say this again, as someone that's giving you advice, never implement someone else's advice. You should always take the advice, listen to what they have to say, and then churn it around in your brain, apply it to your life, and then apply whatever fits you. Remember, when I grew up is a different time to when you grew up. I might give you advice that seems to be good in the moment, but you would have known what social things have changed, what financial things have changed, and your own particular situation. So my plea to people, if you have a mentor, if you have anyone, you need to understand the difference between instruction and advice. Once that person gives you that advice, you deal with the information how you see fit. It's very important. Secondly, I'm going to speak to some of the introverts in the crowd. I am not introverted, I'm very extroverted, but I have a lot of friends that's told me my information has helped them in the past. So I need you to understand, when you're here at the HLSCC, you have a small opportunity to create lifelong friendships. Go to those faculty events. Go to the cafeteria. It's not the same. It does not create the atmosphere for long-lasting relationships and memories. There have been numerous times people have told me, hey, I thought you were there. You didn't remember that time Jimmy slipped on the step? I'm like, oh, I wasn't there. I was watching it on Facebook. If you're not there, the small, subtle things that cause people to have lifelong friendships slip away. Now, you can't go to everything, right? Entertainment is something that should be monitored. But if you have the opportunity to find your tribe, go to things that you like, and then try to pick a few things that you don't like. You may meet some interesting people there. You don't always have to hang around with like-minded people. You need to see both sides of the coin. As I said, I'm going to try to keep it short. Some of these topics are very expensive, but I'll try to break it down. So I did a little equation for you. How do you get success? Success has an equation. I know you didn't know, but now I'm here to tell you. Now, the equation is confidence plus experience equals success. I'm going to say this again. Confidence plus experience equals success. Now, most people tell you things and they don't tell you how. I'm going to break it down even more to tell you how to get confidence and how to get experience. Now, confidence. To attain confidence, you need two things. You need competence and you need accomplishments. Now, you're here at the HLSCC, so you're very much on your way to get competence. You know about things, you've learned about things. Once you've acquired this, you will now have to get accomplishments. What have you done with your competence, right? Did you win any awards? Did you graduate? Did you do an internship? These two things will give you confidence. You have done enough things to prove to yourself that whatever you think you know, it works. Now on to the other side, experience. Experience is trial and error. Trial and error is very important because now this entails failing. Because now you have already got competence and accomplishments which gave you confidence. But now you're doing trial and error and you're failing, so you have to realize that this is part of the journey. You have to think about what you think you know and then apply it to the wall and get feedback, evaluate, and go again. Once you've done this, you experience different scenarios and different people in said scenarios which give you a chance. Once you've done that and you have your competence, your accomplishments which gave you confidence, and then you add your confidence with your trial and error and your experience, once you have tenacity and discipline to continue doing this for a long period of time, success will find you. I promise. Having success is easy. Becoming a person that can attract success is extremely hard. You need to have that equation where success equals confidence and experience. You have to first learn that you know what you know, and then you have to test it in the world to make sure that you can use this to move forward.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention AI in 2025. Alumni coming back to see what's happening with the HLSCC, or you're a new student moving forward in whatever discipline you plan. You need to see how AI is shaping the world, how it's shaping your industry, and see if it's still something, or you use AI to be more efficient and ready to push forward into your new exciting world. Some of the industries are shrinking and new emerging industries are coming available. Once you've done your basic studies, try to figure out where the puck is going and play towards your strengths and use AI for speed and efficiency. And if you didn't know, this is the AI copy of me.
In the interest of time, I'll be moving on to quitting is for winners. Much of y'all have never heard this before, but I promise you, the ability to change your mind when presented with new information is a skill that a lot of people do not have. They convince themselves that they're right and their worldview matters, and no matter what information they're presented with, they refuse to change. I promise you this is a mistake. No matter which way the world turns, how the financial sector is, how many jobs it has, this will always be the same in any discipline, from architecture to construction to podcasting or whatever you choose to do. When presented with new information, you need to change your mind if the information conflicts with what you originally knew. Also, you need to know when to stop. Certain things are just for tasting, they're not lifelong disciplines. Maybe you tried it, maybe you did it, maybe you had some success, but your mind is telling you this is not for you. Evaluate the things that you have and just look at yourself and go, hey, maybe I should stop. Maybe this business isn't for me. Maybe this relationship isn't for me. Maybe this way I drive or conduct myself as a person isn't for me. I should quit doing this and try to do something else. The key is once you quit, try to do something else. Don't quit and sit on your laurels and go back into entertainment. Cut out most of the entertainment and taste different things so you can get some of that confidence that we spoke about earlier. So I gave you a few points that you can tag on to. I had some more individual points, but I really wanted to get to one, which is gratitude. I know it sounds kind of weird to say something like this, but gratitude has helped me so much in my life, even when some days are really bad and it's like nothing is working, it's broke, this staff did the wrong thing, this vehicle broke down, that trip that we were supposed to get was canceled. I just look around at things that have happened, right? Like things that I've wished for. The life that I'm living now is a life I've dreamed about 10 years ago. And I just go, wow, I can't believe that this has happened. And I can't believe that I'm the one that helped it to happen. A lot of people helped me along the way, but without hard work and discipline, 3 a.m. mornings, it just won't happen, right? I love to have gratitude. I kind of try to remind myself what has happened, what is happening around you, what family members you still have. Like even when work is very difficult, so even when my days start to go downhill, I just think about gratitude. I have a whole playlist on Instagram with just stuff with gratitude, and I just look at it and go, I think my life is fantastic. And no matter how bad it gets or what trials and things we go through, I just have one of my sayings which I go, this too shall pass.
In conclusion, I am Sinclair Fleming, proud HLSCC alum. Remember, success isn't about where you start, it's about how far you're willing to go. Keep pushing, stay grateful, and above all, take action. I'll see you at the top.
That was amazing. Thank you, Mr. Fleming, for your sound advice and for your inspiration and for reminding us that seeds planted here at HLSCC can grow into enterprises and innovations that touch the world. Give him another hand, please. So I have with me the winners of today's Stingray Quest. The winning team, I'm only the messenger. The winning team was Team Outsiders. Give them a big hand. And that team was made up of Miss Naomi Onwufuju, Tayeja Cameron, Rashana Dixon, and Roman Nibbs. And for honorable mention, we have Team Top Shutters, made up of Gabrielle Glasgow, C.L. Cockburn, Collier, and Kiara Smith. Please give them a hand. Winners, you can collect your prize from the President's office on Monday between 9 and 3. As we bring this memorable occasion to a close, we now invite Dr. Steve Leonard, Director of the Virgin Gorda Center, to pronounce the benediction. Please stand as he comes.
Good afternoon. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for your Holy Spirit. We thank you for this great event this evening, this wonderful ceremony. And as we continue on as an institution to climb from strength to strength, we call upon you for guidance and for leadership. We do ask, oh God, as we dismiss from this ceremony, your light will continue to shine upon us, continue to shine on our great institution, continue to shine on the Virgin Islands. In Jesus' name, amen.
Thank you, Mr. Leonard. On behalf of the president, faculty, staff, and students, I thank each of you for sharing this convocation with us. Thank you. God bless you all, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Convocation at HLSCC is more than the start of a semester. It is a gathering of vision, a celebration of purpose, and a call to excellence. This year, as we open Fall 2025, Convocation carries even greater meaning because it stands on the foundation of our 35th anniversary theme, the dream of a visionary. It was the dream of our founder, the late Chief Minister H. Lavity Stout, that education would empower the people of the Virgin Islands. Today, that dream lives on in every classroom, every student journey, and every milestone we achieve together. As we step into this new academic year, the dream of a visionary becomes our guide, inspiring us to dream bigger, strive harder, and rise higher. It challenges us to honor our past, embrace innovation, and build a future where HLSCC continues to lead with excellence. Convocation sets the rhythm for our academic year. It is the spark that fuels our journey. And together, in this 35th anniversary year, we celebrate the dream of a visionary and carry it forward with pride, purpose, and the unstoppable spirit of the stingray.